Hello folks, it's Quizzical back again with another CodJumper tutorial, and today's will be quick and easy because I will be talking about wall speed. So what is wall speed? Wall speed is strafing up against a wall with 125 frames per second, and you keep gaining speed. Now you may be thinking, in real life if I hit a wall, then I stop moving. Luckily, this game is a disgustingly buggy mess, so you gain a lot of speed and it can be very useful in certain situations. And I'm not going to say that this is a heavily used tech because it's arguably one of the least in the base game. However, it can still be very useful for speed runs and certain bounces like this one. So, how do you start? Well, first off, you're going to want to be looking into the wall a little bit and run forward with WA. If you're looking too far to the left, you won't gain enough speed. If you're looking too far to the right, you won't gain enough speed. So you're going to want to be looking for about 354 speed is the absolute perfect angle, which is at here, right past this 250 transfer zone, which I have the FPS wheel on for easy view, but obviously it's not required. And how to figure this out without FPS wheel is you can check this number up here. This should be 175.5 or 4.5 or 85.5, for example, right? You want to be 4.5 degrees past the 90 zone. And run forward. And then once you get to the end, you want to jump off and turn into this 125 zone, which is about a 15-degree flick to the left. And you can see my speed just keeps going up as I go. Do another demo. And it gives you a lot of speed in an incredibly simplistic way. However, this setup where the platform and the wall are together is ideal, but it's not required. For example, if the platform ended like here along this line and you need to take off quickly, you can still do your two strafe, hit the wall, and then gain wall speed from that as well. So it leaves more options open for you. Why would you want to use wall speed though, compared to just this regular simple bounce, right? Essentially the demo way. I'll show the demo here. Starts with 2, 1, 1, and then 3. But it's difficult. It's more complicated than just doing wall speed, and like most things in this game, it always comes down to simplicity and speed. You can do this 2-1 strafe, but that's assuming that you get a good 2, you hit your angles, and then you can still hit your angle on the other side. And even then, even with decent strafing, you can see I only got 526 speed. But wall speed makes it simple, right? You literally just have to run, jump, turn one way, and go. It's that easy. And now I'm going to do the last thing on this topic and talk about what I call is the 285 bug. So sometimes when you do your wall speed, say you get your attempt going, and you go and you're like, oh, I'm not going to hit the bounce, and you restart and you try to do your next attempt immediately, you're going to notice that you can only get to 285 speed. And why is that? Like wall speed, I have no idea, but I think it has to do with jump slowdown, where you can't just b-hop over and over and over. So you have to wait for that to cool off before you can start running wall speed again. And you can see, even when I go, and when it cools off, then I still gain speed back. However, if you're to do this, and you go and you do your thing, and you hit a bounce, then you're never going to have that 285 bug. Or if you go and you have your 285, the way to quickly reset it, say your platform's really tiny, you go off, you jump, you start 285, fall off the edge of this platform, and then just go again. And it immediately gets reset when you fall off the edge of the platform. Again, I don't know why this is. This game's buggy. I feel like a broken record repeating all this, but that's another thing that you're going to run into, which might confuse you, but, now it shouldn't. So that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you learned how to use Wallspeed, where it could be useful, and hopefully you're able to apply that to in-game as well. And I will be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Peace.